Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Simone with Simple Smart Mommy Money Moves. Thanks so much for joining. And today I just thought I would jump on real quick to just send a reminder as we are enjoying this wonderful weather, this beautiful season that we're in. We just celebrated the 4th, and I'm sure we were out with friends and family having a good time and also probably spending some cash. So I just thought that I would just share with you all and remind you all. Trust me, I'm reminding myself as I'm reminding you, which is why I'm on here sharing, and just reminding you all about your emergency fund. Now, I have been slipping off on the emergency fund for the last few years, but I realized that it is essential. Okay, an emergency fund is essential, and I'm working on my emergency fund again because, as I said, I'm sharing my financial journey as I'm going through it with you all and encouraging you all as I encourage myself through my journey. And so, an emergency fund is something that you have as a cushion. Usually, it's 1 to 6 months living expenses, but a no nonsense minimum emergency fund should be $1,000. And I got this theory from Dave Ramsey back in almost 10 years ago now, when I was doing his financial peace program, and he was recommending that you have that within the first month. So you had like 4 weeks to get that emergency fund together. And so I'm challenging myself to get that $1,000 emergency fund together within the month of July. How about that? And so we're in July, and that's my challenge. And so my first portion of that emergency fund I started last week, and so my goal is to get it done. And so I'm encouraging you all to make sure you have that starter emergency fund of $1,000. Ideally, you want to get it to 1 month living expense, but if you don't, let's just start where we can start, right? So if it's a $25, it's a $50, it's a $10, whatever you can start, and try to get that done. And Dave Ramsey's method was, however you need to get it. Sell some stuff, put some stuff online, have a garage sale, whatever you need to do a hustle. So my goal is to get that done, and I'll give you all an update how I'm coming along. So pray for me as I do this, and I'll pray for you all as you all try to get your emergency fund together. And let me know, maybe you already have an emergency fund. Maybe you already have your $1,000, $2,000, or your 1 to 6 months emergency fund. I would love to hear how many of you all have done that, and how did you get there? Share with me, because I would love to learn how you all have gotten there, and if you all have gotten there. Whoa, look at that bug. Anyway, I'm in one of my favorite spaces, but I think I like it more in the daytime, but the nighttime gives you a different ambiance, right? But anyway, I'd encourage you all to make sure you have that 1,000 emergency fund, because emergency happened. Just this week, we had 3 emergency happen. When I tell you, the kitchen always seems to be the hot spot, right? Because we're all in there, we're all using it. Sorry guys, my microphone went out here, but the gist of what I was saying is just to work on your emergency fund and let me know what you guys have. If you have an emergency fund, 1,000, 2,000, what is it that your goal is for your emergency fund? Because an emergency is unique to each of us. So thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.